This is the tomb of Larry Johnson. But Larry, I've never seen a man slam like he did. He'd get this look in his eyes, this wild look that told you that something was up. And then out of nowhere, he'd snatch that ball and slam it like a true mamma jamma. There was so much I could have learned from him. There was a lot we all could have learned from him, Barkley. But there's no looking back now. We can regret our mistakes for all our lives, or we can keep moving forward like he would have wanted. You're right. We always have to keep moving forward, no matter how bad it hurts. Wait, what's this? B-ball tier. Thank you, Larry. And goodbye. This sarcophagus, it's exactly 7 feet 6 inches tall. This has to belong to, yes, Sean Bradley. I was going through a difficult period of my life, and I wasn't so sure I could trust white people. That's kind of racist. Sean helped me out and made me realize that it's not on the outside that matters, but the inside. He was a good center, Barkley, but he was a better man. Goodbye, Sean. Thank you for everything. Wait, what's this? B-ball tears. Watch your step, Barkley. This footing isn't so stable. Oh, okay. I wonder if you can make that fall. I don't know what's the right way to go, because like up at the beginning when I said we'd go south, we could go to the east there. I don't know if there's anything there, but try to get rid of this guy first. Let's showboat. Give a stat. Gain a bonus to a stat and deal jam damage to a foe. Let's see what that looks like. It's pretty strong. Yes, continue missing me. You fools! Take that guy out. Excellent, excellent. Oh, almost. Do this one in case we miss on the first one. Ooh, I don't know what that action that guy's doing where he's like bowing on the floor. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Alright, let's see here. Let's do the yeah, we'll go with the same thing. Same strategy, it's been working. Let's just keep going with it. So I guess when I run into them from behind and it gets that green thing, it's much like Earthbound, where like once you run into them, it'll flash a color. Like green is I have an advantage. Oop, wrong button. Okay. Oh, that did massive damage. Green is I have an advantage, gray is neutral, and red is they have an advantage. It's open. Watch where you step, Barkley. Slam phantoms or zomballers could be anywhere, even beneath us. I'll keep that in mind. What is this pool? This pool commemorates the lives of all of the ballers who were never seen again after the great B-ball purge. Men like Shaquille O'Neal, Ron Artest, and even the great Hakeem, I don't know, man, Olajuwon? Although they were never found, all of their fates are almost certain. All of this is my fault. This is my fault because of the chaos dunk. If I were never born, these great men would never had to. Barkley, get a hold of yourself. You can't keep blaming yourself for something that was entirely out of your control. The guilt I've been living with, the chaos dunk, Hellbane, my greatness at the one thing I loved most is what not only ruined it, but ended the lives of so many great ballers. It's like fate chose me to end the greatest era of man, to herald the cyber apocalypse. When basketball died, so did the camaraderie it birthed. When basketball died, so too did the goodwill and the hope that it fostered. The great b-ball purge wasn't the death of basketball. It was the death of mankind. Something you said struck me, Barkley. What? You said that fate chose you. Yeah? Yes? Maybe you're right, Barkley. Maybe fate did choose you to destroy b-ball. Maybe fate chose you to end the greatest game that mankind has ever been given. But I don't think so. I think that fate chose you for something far greater. I think fate chose you to redeem b-ball, to give it a clean slate and a fresh start. Right before the purge, Barkley, b-ball lost sight of the two most important parts of the game: slams and jams. It stopped being about the slams and instead the neo-shekels. It stopped being about the jams and about the endorsements. I don't think of you as a devil, Charles Barkley. I think of you as an angel. Who are you? I can't tell you now, but you will soon understand. Come on. We've got to get moving. Yeah, you're right. Got a volleyball. Got a jersey. Didn't I already have those? Yeah. Did I miss more of those? Were there more spots where there were like lockers on the wall? I don't know. I'll keep an eye out for it from now on. But that's kind of nice that if you didn't buy it, you can pick them up there. I don't know if this plays loops or... What's this? A statue of the ultimate b-ball? Yes, Barkley. This statue in particular interests me because of the incredible power it has. Power? What power is that? Touch it, Barkley. Amazing. I feel my b-ball energy returning to me as we speak. This is incredible. Yes, Barkley. This statue restores the b-ball energies of those who touch it. It is quite an amazing artifact, one that I have not studied quite extensively and still cannot find an answer to. Although perplexing, though it seems to have no ill effect, we can use it as we please. The ancient ballers, they were amazing. Alright guys, I'm back. Let's try to finish off this dungeon tonight and see what happens. Barkley, wait, what? Don't you feel that? All that b-ball energy concentrated into one place? I don't feel anything. It's the spirit of a ref trapped in this dimension. They've been trying to get to the b-ball dimension. It's incredibly powerful. I don't feel anything, Hellbane. Well, you're about to. Here it comes. Boss fight time. Dread Ref. Alright, let's use some magic on this guy. Let's go with that one just does status effects. That lowers attack. Let's do the damaging one. Yeah, that wrecked him. Let's do Showboat. Bam. Bam. Dunked on him. That was a tough fight. May you find rest in the b-ball dimension, lost spirit. Rest in peace, wandering ref. Alright, let's do this. Inside the sarcophagus is the mummy of Kobe Bryant, one of the greatest players the Lakers ever had. He was an amazing baller, Hellbane. He thought a lot of himself, but he had good reason to. He was one of the best. That's right, but... Brains, look out! He's coming out of the sarcophagus! It looks like he skipped leg day, for sure. What a bizarre looking Kobe Bryant. Might as well use magic. I wonder if I can go back and like refill my magic at that statue. We shall see. Oh, I don't have enough. Let's just do double team then. Yeah, there we go. Took him out easily enough. Yeah, you don't get much BP in this game. Kobe. I just killed Kobe Bryant. He was already dead, Barkley. I know that, but that look in his eye. Even in death, he had that baller look, that I'm gonna dunk that ball so hard look. That was Kobe. I'm sorry, Barkley. No man should ever have to do that. I'm sorry, Kobe. I'm sorry. Forgive me, Kobe. Alright, let's see if I can Do this. Yep, still works. Alright. I already opened this, right? Nope. Ecto coolers. Yeah, see, I don't know if this hallway connects, if it loops. Yeah, it must. Okay, let's go check. Well, let's save first. What are vapes? They're shoes that boost my speed. Let's see here. Nah, I'd rather have attack than speed. Alright. Is this what I think it is? Yeah, relic from old times to be sure. From what I've studied, I would assume the massive amounts of B-ball neutrinos created from the first chaos done lies dormant in the machine as a sort of power source. What? It still works. Alright, let's check it out. Oh, I can hack? Don't have enough science points. I don't know how you get science points. Let's see here. I think these are all just... Yeah. Alright, let's see what this weebie has to say. It should be no surprise to anyone with a passing familiarity with VidCons that Pocky is an ideal food to snack on when playing mentioned objects. Although playing is an inappropriate word because you experience rather than play a VidCon. I shall use playing for the sake of simplicity. For those ignorant to the intricacies of this fine Japanese cuisine, imagine a delicate stick of sweetened bread, about the width and length of a chopstick, its tip coated in the richest chocolate imaginable. The bold flavor of the chocolate is complemented by the small nuts that caress the tip. Phrasing. Creating a culinary juxtaposition of sweetness and saltiness that can only have been hatched in the mind of a chef versed in the subtle paradoxes of Eastern cooking. They're light and easy to eat and hold, useful for vidconning on the go, and their sugar content add that extra boost for late night vidcons. Therefore, Pocky has garnered, it's the R and N's when they're next to it in this font look like they're combined, have garnered itself the precious title of Ultimate VidCon Snack. Perhaps the only drawback of Pocky is its limited availability in the West, though this cannot be attributed to the snack itself, but the infuriating baboons that think they are running grocery stores. It's so ridiculous. Alright, let's check out what was this way. Yeah. Got that guy. So, like I said, I'm pretty sure that this guy built this game using RPG Maker, and I'm very curious how he, because I've used RPG Maker limitedly, but like, I'm very curious how you do stuff like make these kind of specialized moves and specialized systems. Like, it's very obvious that this guy put a lot of work into this ridiculous game, and I'm glad he did. Like, I honestly, like, legitimately, unironically love this game. I think it is great. I think it's one of the greatest indie games that's ever been made. It's funny, it's fun to play. The story actually makes sense in it, as ridiculous as it is. Like, and I will give you guys the heads up now, like, the game actually ends setting itself up for a sequel that unfortunately never got made. But, yeah, it's a shame that this guy put so much work into this game and then was never able to sell it because, like, you know, the whole premise is based off of other people's likenesses and the Space Jam IP, and he would get sued to oblivion if he tried to make money off of it. But he deserves some cash. I'm very curious if he went on to do other things, like if he got a job in the industry or if he did something else with his life and this was just like a passion project. If I remember, I'll try to look it up before the next set of videos, because I think I'm probably going to do one more video here tonight, so we'll see. But if I remember, I'll look it up. I wish I had like a group attack. I do not right now. So just gotta kill them one at a time. I actually have not seen Space Jam since maybe like it first came out on DVD. Actually, I'm pretty sure I've told this story before in one of the videos with Ian, but that Space Jam was like the first video, like first movie I ever saw on DVD. It was like set up on a display at Sam's Club, and it blew my mind that this was like, oh, you can just like rewind it all the way without having to like wait for it. Like, oh, you can just change the language. You can like put subtitles on. Like, this is crazy. This is the future. And of course, it being Space Jam just made it that much better. I don't actually remember if I liked Space Jam as a kid or not. I mean, like, I saw it for sure, and I probably saw it more than once, but... Learn Windzauber. Barkley didn't get anything for that level up. This urn seems to be missing a few pieces. That's true, Barkley. Most of the relics in this ancient tomb are destroyed or damaged beyond recognition. It's a shame. There's so much we could have unlocked. So many secrets about the ancient ballers. Perhaps even learned a few of the forbidden dunks. Forbidden dunks? What are they? The forbidden dunks were moves that were banned over time because they were a threat to the stability of the NBA they presented. One such verboten jam was the Hypno Dunk, a slam that could literally lull an onlooker could literally lull all onlookers to sleep. You can imagine why these moves were banned in the league. The power, the incredible power. But text detailing the performance of the moves still exists, right? Yes, Barkley, but don't get any ideas. You'd think Barkley wouldn't want to after what the chaos... presumably the Chaos Dunk was a forbidden dunk. This urn in particular, this urn baffles me. Why is that? This is the urn of a baller, one G.W. Carver or some such, who lived during the cyberpocalypse. Now that's nothing out of the ordinary. There were hundreds, if not thousands of ballers then. But one particularly interesting inscription on the urn reads, "Slammed for the cycle of 100 suns." What's so interesting about that? This man lived in the era of the cyberpocalypse, Barkley. If what the hieroglyphics state is true, then the book of b-ball may need to be rewritten. The slam was not said to have been invented until nigh on into the post-cyberpocalypse. The G.W. Carver could very well be the originator of slams and jams. At the very least, this could confirm the existence of the slam in that era. Amazing. There is one hieroglyphic I can't quite decipher, though. It seems to be a legume of some sort. I can only make this statement based on conjecture, but I believe it to be an ancient symbol of power. Perhaps the world will never know. Is this supposed to be like George Washington Carver, like the peanut butter guy? What is this statue? It is not a statue, Barkley. It is a, I don't know, canopic? Canopic? I don't know how you pronounce that word. I've never heard that word. Let's find out what it is, shall we? Let's educate ourselves. Canopic urn. These were jars used by ancient Egyptians during the mummification process. Interesting. I think that's like in The Mummy, when the one that had like all the little urns that had the body parts in it. It is a canopic urn filled with the entrails of one of the prehistoric I guess I could have just kept reading. The early ballers believed that if they put their internal organs in urns after death, their soul would rest in the b-ball dimension. That's a ridiculous thing to believe. You have to remember that the early ballers were primitive people that used the gods to explain life and natural phenomenon. For example, one inscription states that the ancient b-ball players believed that thunder was the result of gods playing basketball in the sky. I wonder what Clispeath would say about that. I don't know. Many of the ballers were buried before the time of Clispeath. Let's go. I'm going to check if Clispeath is something that I'm not aware of. Nope, if you look it up, the first thing that comes up is this game, so. Got advantage. I wish that Charles Barkley was a little bit faster so that I could use the this shot, the forward jumper on the bad guy, because then I think I could probably take him out in just 2 hits, but let's see. This will be the chance to test it. Nope, wouldn't matter. Uh-oh. There we go. Got him. Get those Neo Shekels, dude. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, so now we're back here again. I'm gonna see if I run on that grating, if it does anything. Guess not. Guess it's just for flavor. That kind of smells of like, oh, I figured out how to make the shaking effect. Let's see what I can do with it in the game. That's exactly the kind of thing I would do when I taught a class on how to use RPG Maker at like a camp at one of my schools. And yeah, when I would find something like that, I would just work it into the demo I made for the kids.